Hi everybody, Radical Gardener. You can probably hear all the fans around me. Not like fans that applaud, but fans. But actually it's pretty nice and cool. My hair is wet and I always kind of wet myself down in the middle of the day, which cools me down. I've got a little fan right here on my desk, which feels really good. And then I have a bigger one over to the left of me. So yeah, it's working. Probably the rest of this month we'll be dealing with some warm temperatures. It'll probably start cooling down. We'll see. I just looked at a chart from the Grand Solar Minimum site and also Diamond's site, Oppenheimer Ranch, and boy, a lot of the country is going to have a lot of snow. And here we're going to have below normal. Not that it ever snows here. Occasionally that has happened, but it's rare, and it says below normal here, so it probably won't. But it'll be interesting to see what the temperatures do. It was a pretty cool winter, fall and winter for us in Florida. I'm in northern Florida, so it didn't really get really too hot until I think the end of May. So yeah. Well, just the biggest news. So we have our EESystem, the cube, Scalar Frequency. We've got it hooked up at Dr. Barrett's house, my colleague here in Florida, and then we've got Dr. Snell, who's in Michigan, Milford, Michigan. She did her first session with 10 people, and we're doing our first session this coming Monday. So if you're in the area, even if you're not, it is worth a trip. And maybe stay for like a week or what have you. Make this a go-to destination, because the healing from just sitting in front of that thing for a day was jaw-dropping for me. So as you know, I've been working with TeraHertz frequency with my wand, and I'm getting a lot of results from it. But the cube is a whole different animal. Of course, it costs $15,000, and we just had the small version. But I mean, it's big enough. I don't know why anybody needs it bigger than that, but I guess they do. So, anyways, what was I saying? When I was in it for an hour. Now, remember, we're doing it differently. So, not only are we putting our clients and ourselves in front of this cube for an hour, but we're doing it while listening to Sayonic 3, which is a proven therapeutic music that in 70% of the people tested had 90% coherence. And then the cube is also known for creating coherence. Now, coherence is something that allopathic medicine, or actually a lot of holistic medicine doesn't ever talk about that. And what that's about is that you're creating an inner and outer dialogue for your body, so it's balanced, so it can heal. So you've got your energetic system, you've got your physical system. So when the two are syncing up, becoming cohesive, which can be measured, by the way, which is how we could prove it, you can heal. You're setting up this completely like a perfect environment for healing, okay? So you add the music to that cube. I am telling you, I got off that thing like, what? And like I said, I have a couple injuries. One is at the side of my right knee, and one is my left knee, and they're getting better all the time. And I have a little bit of swelling in my left ankle. That's getting better. So a lot of things have gotten better. Some things have gone away with the TeraHertz frequency. That cube, I got out from after an hour of that, there was no pain in my body, none. So we know we're really onto something here with the combination of these things. So what a session looks like is, we send you the paperwork ahead of time, and then when you come in, we ask you if there's anything that is bothering you, that's painful, we do some terahertz frequency on that with our device, and then about 10 minutes, and then we put you in front of the cube, and you have some charged water that we've charged for you, and then you listen to the music. It's incredibly relaxing. Everybody passes out, and then afterwards we give you a foot bath with Celtic sea salts, because you're going to be doing some detoxing. So we just want to make sure to help that along. So you have the water, you're detoxing, you've got the music. It's a really beautiful session, right? And all of that's like $125. It's like nothing, you know. So yeah, it's great. It's really great. But I wanted to talk about charging water. Oh God, here. Okay. He's blowing in my face. Okay, so I picked this up from somebody that was, I don't know, on one of the testimonial pages. So here we go. So here's the significance of charging water. We already charge our spring water using quiche, how do you say that? Quiche McGraw. You know, the quiche McGraws, I've actually looked into those. Expensive. Which creates a plasma field within the water. Using the ITERA creates a quantum change in characteristics. The field from the plasma is what I associate with Earth frequencies. The natural and fairy world, so the energetic world, with a field strength of some 150, it looks like milligrams from 1 gallon glass jar with the ITERA. I can only describe the frequencies are cosmic and at least 3 times the field distance. I'm not quite sure what this means, you guys. I'm just reading it to you. As a geomancer healer of over 20 years, I use my hands for diagnostic analysis, which I can tabulate in a relative way. The field definitely holds 24 hours, and I suspect double. The wand can charge 2 jars, one directly and a second energized through the first jar with the third jar. The field has dropped approximately 50%. There is insignificant field in 4th jar placed in linear row. Oh, so they actually charge all of their gallon jars at one time. Well, up to the 3rd one. It is possible to charge the glass jar without water to produce similar field to that with water. Okay. Maybe because glass is a liquid? That might be. There are many experiments, plants, rainwater containers, ways to reduce charge dissipation. So here's an update. Sorry for being so late with my response to testing the water. I am a dowser and use a determination board, not for sale to the public, as I purchased it while taking a specialized dowsing healing class. My choice of words to Sheila earlier were not correct as I was in a hurry. Anyway, the board has a range of 0 to 360. 0 is no frequency or vibration and useless. 360 is a balanced healing energy. Yep, 3 and 6 is 9, and it's a perfect circle. Anything over 360 is more vital. So a reading of 1440 is extremely vital. This is super water, which probably everyone here knows. It is, man, I drink this water all the time, but I put some minerals in mine too. So reading of 1440 is extremely, this is super water, which probably everyone here knows. An experienced dowser can use one of the many dowsing charts available and also come to a similar outcome. In the next couple of days, I will test a glass of water in the AM, let it sit all day, and then test again 12 hours later to see how much of the energy it has lost. When I tested the water this morning, I used a gallon glass jug of water. I will also test the gallon jug to see if there is a difference between a gallon of water and just a glass of water. We'll report more as I find out. By the way, I'm okay. So there you go. And then there's a diagram here. Will this let me turn it? Remember last time it wouldn't let me turn it. No, the icon is gone. Honestly. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm sorry. So here's the diagram. I hope you can see it, because I can't see what you're looking at. So Okay. So that's the significance of the water. So again, you know, we're combining that with these other protocols that we're using. Very exciting. Really, really exciting. That's what's going on. I don't think I'm ever going to die. I'm just going to keep getting healthier and healthier. I'm just saying. It's freaking hot. I'm not gardening at all and refuse to until September. And when I do, then we'll pick up and do a lot more gardening stuff, because I'm going to be gardening in pots in a big way and looking for some real solutions, looking for a ground cover because it's kind of like sandy here. I may try and find a company that can dump off a truckload of wood chips so I can cover the sand. I mean, sand is just a little bit of a nightmare. I mean, there's some grass growing, but it's like crappy Florida grass. And sand means, ticks and fleas and that. Though we haven't encountered it so much, but we're very careful about where we sit and stand and walk and all that kind of stuff. So, and I do have this stuff that's like this organic spray that's supposed to take care of that. So we'll see, I'll spray with that and see what I come up with, but I'm never going to garden in this heat. No thanks. I did do a lot of that at the other house, before I moved here. And it was hard. It was really, really hard. I had to get help. It was just too hot, So that's, I love Florida. I actually like the heat, but I can't do a lot when it's this hot. And then you understand why, Europeans shut their countries, their businesses down from 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock. It's brilliant. I mean, who wants to, go crazy in this heat, right? So, yeah. But anyways, feeling really good. I'm going to go for my second session today. So Diane and I really wanted to put some real time, in front of the queue before we, do our first session with people on Monday. There we go. Lips are dry. So that's going to be really fun to work with. We've got some great people. We're at Vedic Moons, which is here in Palm Coast, and it's a great place. And we so lucked out on this place. So pretty interesting. Okay, guys, that's it from me. So charged water and our new protocol, which we're calling BSER, which is BioScalar Energy System. That's it. Okay. I guess I'll see you soon, right? Okay. Goodbye.